People keep telling me that once you have kids, your Mustang days are over. Today, we're going to find out if that's actually true. You want a little noise or a big noise?
Big noise.
Okay. Are you having fun back there? Are you a happy girl? Yeah. Join me as I'm installing a real child seat into my Mustang, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do it, what fits, what doesn't, and whether it's actually practical to drive with your little one. By the end of this video, you'll know if you can safely make your Mustang work as a family car, and I'll share a few tricks that make the install much easier. Now let's put the pedal to the metal and get started. I'm Johnny from Johnny's Car Care and Reviews. I'm here to help save you thousands and make your life a whole lot easier. So let's put the pedal to the metal on this baby car seat and see if we can make it work for you. Whether your Mustang is a hardtop or a convertible, I've got you covered. I'm gonna show you whether you've got a Graco, a Diano, or whatever car seat, Evenflow, no matter what car seat you've got, it's going to work. First of all, if it's a hardtop, this is actually gonna be a whole lot easier because prepare your doors to not ding them when you go through in and out with the seats. So I'm gonna help you avoid a lot of frustration, and that's trick number one. Set something up so that your door is going to catch, because when you've got this baby seat and you're trying to fit it through here, yeah, these doors are going to end up getting kicked open, swung open by accident. But a whole lot easier on a coupe model, a hardtop, because you're going to have your anchors hidden behind plastic. You're going to have a platform back here behind the seat, and just behind the seat you'll have a little plastic cap that you pop, and there's your tether. The top tether is super important. Now, the top tether is extremely important. That's the buckle, a little hook at the top of your baby seat, and you really got to put that on, because in an accident, the top of the seat's going to move forward and snap the neck, whiplash, or worse if you don't have the top tether. So let me show you exactly what that is now that you know why it's so important. So the hardest and most frustrating thing is to find that top tether on any Mustang. And the top tether, that's the hook that on a convertible is way behind the seat, hidden behind vinyl. But this is what the hook looks like, and it's easy. You just clip that on to the tether once you've found the tether. So here on the other model of seat that we've got here, the Greco, you just need to unclip this. This has never been used. You just unclip it, you make it available, and you're gonna wanna adjust the length to be able to go get that tether. Let's see where the tether is hidden on the Mustangs, because that is the most frustrating thing. I must have spent an hour looking through owner's manual and, well, originally online, and there just weren't YouTube videos on this. And that's why I'm making this video. I wanna save you hours of frustration. I spent over an hour looking online, YouTube, and reading online about how to install this baby seat. No one tells you where the top tether is. So let's put the pedal to the metal and jump right in. So the top tether is hidden on the convertibles, and actually isn't accessible at all if your top is down. We've talked about how on the coupe, it's just gonna be a plastic cover cap that you pop on the rear deck lid. The rear deck lid is the space immediately behind the seats. But here it's on but on a convertible, if your top is down, you're never gonna find this. So we've got the top of the seat here, top of the seat, and you go back, and only when the top is completely closed, you find this little latch behind a little Velcro piece. So good luck finding that. Now that you've got this video, it's gonna be a whole lot easier, and that's where that top tether is gonna come in and hook onto this piece right here. And your bottom tethers are going to be labeled. Now, if you don't have these little labels here, you can check to see if you've got the hook. So you can see the hook down in there. That's where we're going to hook on to the bottom tethers. So that's saying that's where you got your baby seat. You can see the hook kind of sticking out here. That's where we're going to go and hook onto. So nice and easy. If your Mustang doesn't have those hooks, you're going to use the rear seat belt. You're going to latch it through the back of the seat, and you're going to pull it out completely so it starts clicking. Keep going. There, you hear that noise? That means it's now going to be locked. And you can hear it kind of cricking away. Oh, got to do it fast enough. Got to really make sure that, there you go. You hear the lock. Now, you hear the click. That means your seat's now locked. You're going to want to do that, then put it through the baby seat and get it as tight as possible. Now, if you want to unlock the seat, easy. You let it go completely back, and now it's loose. Make sure that seat belt is locked. And where does it go? If and only if you don't have any bottom tethers, your seat belt's going to go through the slot at the back of the seat. So you see here, there's a slot here, and you're going to go right through there. Now, another main point of frustration is going to be getting the seat actually through the door space and the rear seat space. So I've got a little trick for that. I'm actually going to, we know that we can't access the top tether when the convertible top is down, but we're going to open up the top most of the way, put the seat in, close the top, and then grab and hook up all our attachments and get everything nice, snug, and safe. All right, now this is going to be your ideal position for actually getting the seat in if you've got the convertible. If you've got the hard top, good luck, but here we actually have a chance to have access to that back seat more easily. We've protected the door to make sure that if, you know, we slip or our foot kicks the door, we're not going to ruin the paint. We're going to be able to actually, with the roof half up, half down, we actually still have access to that top tether. So absolute easiest way. This is going to save you a lot of frustration. Let me know in the comments if this helped. All right, now for the installation of the car seat. We've put the front passenger seat forward as much as possible, and we're just going to, even with the artificial roll bar, we can slide it on in safely. Get your door protected so that when you open it, of course the keys have locked because I've pressed up against the key fob and the keys are in the car. But nonetheless, we're now in position, easy, breezy, lemon squeezy. We just need to attach the top tether, that's the strap in the back, to the metal latch behind the seat, in which we need the convertible top either completely open or half open to go and reach. So now we've just got the tethers to attach, make everything nice, secure, and strong, and we'll have a baby seat ready, up and running, and ready for a nice daddy-daughter cruise. This can absolutely be a family car. Now let's listen for that click. There we go, it clicked, and then you're gonna want to make sure that that strap going behind the seat with the two tethers isn't twisted. You want to have it all untwisted, nice and even on the back. We've had our front seat go forward, so we gotta make sure that is giving us room, and then you're gonna want to pull on the straps to make everything tight, and then make sure you actually get rid of all the slack. You don't want these straps flying around in the wind and becoming a potential choking hazard. So you're gonna wanna roll these up and securely put them away so that you don't have all this loose cord, or strap, I should say. And we're gonna put some weight onto the seat and tighten, because the seat should not have a lot of wobble or movement to it. So let's put a little weight down here. Tighten, and now we are getting a whole lot more secure, almost all the way there. And now we just need to get rid of, not cut obviously, but we need to roll this up and secure it safely behind the seat in a manner in which there's no way the wind's gonna get this flapping around, slapping everyone in the face while you're driving, or possibly becoming a choking hazard. Now for the final and most important step. go out and enjoy the drive. And of course, don't forget to hit like and subscribe, turn bell notifications on if you haven't already done so. But let's go do the put the pedal to the metal and give you the proof that this can be a great family car. You don't have to sell your Ford Mustang. Oh yeah! Wunderbar! Sorry, that's appropriate for the 911, we'll say. Yeehaw! Oh, great. You gotta get your hands on a Cobra. Get one.